Yes or no question?
I think that a person who is assigned male at birth, I don't think that's
Assigned male at birth, so people are not male at birth?
I think that a person...
See, your evidence that college is a scam, my friend.
So what do you say in some cases women with IUDs are murderers?
Of course not, they're not murderers.
So what's the difference between an IUD killing a conceived zygote and like a mother going to Planned Parenthood and killing the fetus?
That was actually the best quote somebody made.
It's not about the cell. It's not about... No, I'm speaking. 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 No, I'm speaking.
Hello, everyone. I am Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA, and I am surrounded by 20 woke college kids. My first prompt is, abortion is murder and should be illegal.
Damn.
Okay, hello, what's your name?
Juliana.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Can
you.
we get our terms right first?
Yeah.
Okay, abortion is the forcible ending of the viability of a being in utero, otherwise known as a fetus. Do we agree that's what abortion is?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, great. And then murder is the intentional taking of life, different than killing or sudden death. So murder would be the intent with intent.
Let's see what he says. See how respectful he
Okay, and
is.
then we agree that murder in general in society should be illegal.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So yeah, no, I do want to preface that I'm a Catholic. So I think one really important thing that the Bible says is to not judge. And just going back to the topic, I think there's a big difference between, cells in utero than a living, breathing, existing being. And while I do believe it's murder, and that's just my personal belief, right? I don't believe in telling people what to do with their bodies. That's not up to me, and it's not up to us as well as Christians to judge.
Should we prevent murder in society?
For sure, yeah.
It should be illegal.
But I think that it's really different, right? Because, these people aren't...
Sorry, nice to meet you. Okay, what's your name?
Naima.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, can I just ask, at how many weeks do you think that a fetus is viable?
Well, viability and moral worth are two different things.
No, but I'm asking you, at how many weeks do you think a fetus is viable?
Well, at about 20 weeks, a baby can survive outside of utero.
So it's actually 24 to 26
well, it's
weeks?
20. The youngest ever in a NICU unit actually happened in San Diego, not far from here, and survived the 20 weeks.
Okay, so under Roe v. Wade, 93% of abortions happened in the first 13 weeks of pregnancy. That's 93% of the abortions happened well before a fetus is technically viable as a form of life.
Let's go into viability. So what is it about, let's say, a 6-week baby that has a heartbeat, its own DNA, fingerprint, brain waves, that is less moral worth than an 88-year-old right now with dementia in a home down the street? That person requires assistance, requires help. Why is it that the 6-week baby is of less moral worth?
Well, first of all, it's not a baby, it's a fetus.
Well, what does fetus mean?
A fetus is in utero.
What does fetus mean in Latin?
What the f***? That's very...
It means little human being.
The smile is very creepy. Okay,
Smiling is creepy?
No, your smile specifically.
Got it.
But let's go back to... we're losing track here.
No, but what species is the fetus?
The fetus is not a species yet. It's technically classified as a parasite until it is viable.
So,
I want to talk to you about something very quickly.
I can't leave it past that. Are you saying a baby is a disease or a tumor?
A parasite is not a disease and a tumor. Those are not the same thing. A parasite is defined as something that cannot survive outside of its host. A baby, before it is viable, cannot survive outside of a woman's womb.
Got it. So let's extrapolate that.
It is not a living organism.
Are old people with Alzheimer's and dementia that are being assisted every day, are they parasites?
No, they're not parasites. They're human beings who are on the brink of death.
Got it. So my 4-month-old that requires mom's breast milk and requires daily changes and feedings cannot survive without its own. Is my 4-month-old a parasite?
Your baby can breathe on its own. Your baby can drink water from its mouth to its stomach.
But it can't.
Your baby can eat
it
food.
hunt? Can it gather? Can it reason?
But that's not what qualifies something as being a living organism. Being a living organism simply means, can you survive outside of a womb, outside of your host?
Got it. So I just want to make sure I'm clear. Why does that then equate to moral viability?
It equates to scientific viability.
Why? Under what standard?
Because it is not alive, and you are advocating for the rights of something that is not technically a life,
Got it. So what is something
while
that has...
sacrificing the needs of the human woman who is alive.
Got it. So, but a mom can survive
Yes.
without the baby in her,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yes.
The baby cannot survive without the mom,
Yes.
but a mom cannot survive without her lungs. So it's not her body, it's in her body. It's not
Yeah,
her
I
DNA,
know.
so it's not her choice. So it's
It actually is directly her DNA.
it's
It is 100%. It's 50% of her
half her
DNA.
DNA. He's gonna win, I'm telling you. This could take a while.
Okay, first of all,
Do we have our terms correct? We agree?
Actually, no. So first
Okay,
of
got
all,
it.
I'd like to refine our terms. I
Got
have
it.
2 points to bring up after that, though. So you define murder as like intentionally like killing a human being. I think that's a very poor way to define murder, because if someone were to like break into my home and point a gun at the heads of me and everybody I love, and I intentionally kill them to prevent them from from killing my family, I don't think I murdered them, right? So I would define murder as the unjustified termination of a human life.
You're making a good point. Let me further clarify that. So self-defense is very warranted.
Exactly, right?
But I can see where you're going to go with how that has to go with abortion, but we can go down that journey in a second.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I kind of do want to give you my argument insofar as why I'm pro-choice, why I think it's justified. But first, I think that, your position is quite absurd, right? Because you're saying that it is murder to kill a human being, right, at any point in development, especially when it's in the mother's womb. My question to you would be, well, does this make women with IUDs murderers? Because it is the case that in some scenarios, an IUD will allow for conception to occur, meaning there's a unique human life there, but it will prevent its implantation, intentionally killing it.
Well, no, preventing implantation is not necessarily the same thing as terminating a fertilized egg. For example, you take Plan B. Again, it's not the same thing. Preventing the production of progesterone is not the same thing as terminating a being that has been fertilized. You do not know for a fact that the egg has been fertilized. You do not know that, even IUD.
Okay, yeah, so preventing fertilization or implantation to the uterine lining is killing a conceived zygote. So what happens? A sperm goes into the egg, right? The egg becomes fertilized, it's a conceived zygote. In some cases, it will prevent the implantation of the conceived zygote, killing the conceived zygote.
In some cases, correct.
So what do you say in some cases women with IUDs are murderers?
Of course not, they're not murderers. We do not know for a case. That's like saying that...
So what's the difference between an IUD killing a conceived zygote and like a mother going to Planned Parenthood and killing the fetus in her womb?
Well, so you're asking two separate things. If they knew for certain, to be more clear, that I have a fertilized egg and I'm going to take a drug to prevent that fertilized egg from attaching to their uterine wall, then yes, that is an act of killing or murder, of course.
Okay, so do you think all murderers should go to jail?
Do I think all murderers should go to jail? I mean, on third degree murder. However, no, I don't think women that got abortions or had IUDs should go to jail, because I think that they have been deceived by mass culture and mass propaganda. Secondly, the people who should go to jail are the abortionists, who are the ones that have been putting the abortion pill, the ones that have been doing procedures, the ones that have been going into the third trimester and breaking babies' backs and inserting them with syringes while the babies are crying and suffocating, being born alive, and then being dead on the operating table.
Okay.
That is who should go to jail.
Oh,
That's actually the best one. What do you think?
we'll have to talk
I
about
know.
it.
Okay, whenever I'm talking about this discussion, I always go to the question of what about in the case of the mother when her life is in danger? Because I'm a big believer. I don't know.
pushed us super hard to take down things that were true, right? I mean, they basically pushed us and said, you know, they pushed us super hard.
A Stanford epidemiologist has won against the Biden administration and several other federal agencies in court, alleging that they suppressed his free speech by effectively threatening social media companies with regulation. And I had the pleasure of speaking with Dr. Jay Bhattacharya. A Stanford epidemiologist has
that social media platforms have a critical responsibility or to take account of the effects of their platforms are having to the American people.
A federal judge has ruled that government officials cannot coerce social media platforms to do what the Constitution forbids the government from doing.
The amount of information and the discovery that we were able to obtain through this particular case should concern all Americans, irrespective of their political ideology, their party affiliation.
Missouri and Louisiana, joined by scientists and conservatives whose posts were censored, sued to protect their First Amendment rights. Fittingly, the ruling landed on Independence Day.
Essentially, the federal government decided that it knew better than outside scientists what the science about COVID was. And because it wanted to make sure that everyone got the vaccine, they essentially forced social media companies to censor posts, even true things like, you know, if you had COVID and recovered, that actually gives you pretty good immunity.
The issue in Missouri v. Biden isn't whether social media platforms are government actors, but whether government officials can be held responsible for their censorship. Judge Terry Doughty ruled that they can, and in his 155-page opinion, he describes an almost dystopian scenario in which government and tech firms coordinated to suppress unpopular views, especially on COVID-19.
And lo and behold, the only speech they're silencing is conservative voices. In his ruling that was handed down yesterday,
as Crystal mentioned earlier in the show, we have
What's up, OG?
On the docket today. Speaking of the court, let's talk about the social media docket because there was a huge ruling actually against the Biden administration when it comes to their meddling or their pressure on there's pressure on these major tech corporations to police speech. So a federal judge ruled on Tuesday that they're going to be restricting some agencies and officials, this is from Reuters, in Biden's administration from, quote, meeting and communicating.
Alright. I'm just having a little texting argument with my brother because he's too damn liberal. use it, accept the facts are facts. Unfortunately, that's the way a lot of people that drank the Kool-Aid are. They're too woke, that listen to legacy media and mainstream media. They just listen to that stuff. What time is it? Almost 9 o'clock? Crap. Oh man, good job. You're working out, man. Awesome. Good to hear that. Good to hear that. Very good to hear, buddy. Keep up the good work, man. I'm proud of you. I need to start going to the gym and stop procrastinating. Yeah, that's what I need to do, man. Excuse me. Thumbs up are appreciated. It's kind of interesting looking at the activity that's going on here on 8th Street. There's a bus stop right here, and just people walking around. You see the usual suspects, the homeless people that are walking around. A lot of these restaurants that are behind me aren't open yet. Oh man, there's a lady right there. She coming in to work. Is she gonna hit me? Oh my god, it's an old lady. There's this bakery that's open. Yeah, I wonder when this time this bus comes. Because I think that one girl that was staying here, she left. She didn't want to wait for the bus, huh? Oh yeah, that's right. Tomorrow's back to school for the boys. Damn, that's the spring semester of 2026. Aaron's going to be graduating this year, senior, with probably honors. I wonder if he's going to be valedictorian. I don't know. And then Donovan's going to be finished 9th grade. He'll be going into 10th grade next year. I really hate the fact that he had to wait an extra year. It could be 2 years behind. He should be class of 2028, which sucks. Well, Thumbs up or appreciate it. That's what I meant this video. Oh, that's weird. I haven't heard that notification in a while. Huh. Man. Dems are violent, huh? This guy's
I can't. It's all so bad. It's fucking terrible, dude. Oh my god. Okay, anyways, whatever. I'm sorry. I'm gonna move on. I'm so sorry. Okay, anyways, so this is pretty good. This is pretty funny. Ilhan Omar, right? I got super distracted. I was trying to make a point about Ilhan Omar, is that Ilhan Omar is doing all this shit involving, you know, stoking the tension in Minnesota, making everyone get all crazy because she's trying to distract from the Somali fraud going on, right? But
yep, that's right.
I think she might be biting off more than she can chew.
I think
this
so
is
too.
a frame from a video I'm going to show you of Ilhan Omar looking increasingly uncomfortable as she...
What's up, buddy?
Just watching live. Sitting in the parking lot, stalking somebody. What are you doing?
I'm just hanging out here, man. I had my app on and I turned it off because I wasn't getting anything. So, what are you up to, man?
Up early.
Huh? What are you doing, buddy?
I said you're up early.
Oh man, I always get up early, man. I wake up around. Well, today I slept in until about 6 in the morning, man. I was watching Bone Clinks a little bit there. What are you up to? Yeah, that's fine, man. March is good. I hate this weather. It's fucking cold, man. Can you hear me now? Yeah. I'm tired of this kind of weather, man. I'm tired of this kind of weather, really, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end my stream, man. I just wanted to make a short stream. No, I've been streaming for about 27 minutes. I'll stream later today.